current of water began to subside. I had to revive all of these deep incline. A current so quick you can open your eyes.
Hey guys, so before I started this video, I wanted to show you my hair with my good camera because I think it's about to die and I don't have the battery charger. So I just flat ironed my hair yesterday and I wanted to show you guys the movement so you could have a reference for when I'm telling you about the products in the video. So here's my hair, and as you can see, it moves very well. That's how it looks in the back. I don't know if you guys can see that. But yeah, it's not stiff or anything, which is not what we want. We do not want our ponytails to levitate above our necks. So this is my hair after I flat ironed it, and I think you guys can see it in case my camera dies. So that's all I wanted to show you. Okay, bye. Okay, so I thought it was really important that I share with you guys what products I used to straighten my hair. The product is, I think, the most important part. It's not necessarily, I don't know what I'm saying. It's just, I just need you to see the products that I use. This is not a tutorial, that's my disclaimer. I'm not showing you how to flat iron your hair. I'm showing you what tools that you will need to do it properly. So first off, you're going to need a good comb for detangling. I think everybody has one of these if you're natural. And then you're going to need a smaller detangling comb to get the finer knots out, especially if you have thick hair like I do. So I got this from Ulta. Then you're going to need something to detangle your hair with, like a product. So what I use is Detangling Solution by Matrix. I found that this was really good. It was lightweight and it didn't put too much moisture in my hair, because you don't want so much saturation in your hair that whenever you flat iron it, it just looks stiff. So that's a really good product for that. After I got done doing that, I had to shampoo my hair, which is really important. You need your hair to be super clean for you to get good results. So I used Tea Tree Special Shampoo by Paul Mitchell. I found that this is really good. I love that it smells like mint, and it just has a really good formula that gets your hair super clean, and I just love it. So my conditioner, I use Matrix Moisture Hydration. At the end of this video, I might explain to you guys exactly how I used all of these products, but as far as just what I used, that's what this part of the video is for. So just to let you guys know. So this is what I use for my conditioner after I shampooed, and make sure you rinse this out thoroughly. To blow dry, I used a leave-in conditioner by It's a 10. I actually got this as a free gift from Ulta, so it was only a little bit, but I found that it worked really well because it was super lightweight and it didn't weigh my hair down, which is really important. So you just spray it on. It's not a liquid, it's like actual conditioner, but it sprays out. So this is really good. It's kind of pricey if you want to actually buy it, but I found that it was a really good product because of what I said. It doesn't weigh your hair down. After I put in the leave-in conditioner, I used Carol's Daughter Macadamia Heat Setting Foam. This is so important. Let me tell you, you cannot use a heat spray that is water-based throughout the whole process of straightening it and putting heat on it. So I got this foam so that I could put it on each section before I would go through the whole section. So this is the foam that I would put on directly before I blow dry it. So I put on my leave-in conditioner and then I put on this foam. And this works amazing, and it protects your hair up to 450 degrees. So after I blow dried my hair using those two products, the It's a 10 and the macadamia, in order to flat iron it, I actually added a heat serum as well. So I used Macadamia Heat Protection Serum by Carol's Daughter. This was really good. It's super lightweight. It doesn't make your hair feel greasy. Oh, you're also going to need a fine-tooth comb, and I got this one from Sally's. So, yeah, it's carbon, something like that, new image, and it's heat resistant. So whenever you chase with the flat iron, it doesn't burn. That's really important. Don't get a cheap plastic comb that will burn if you put it up next to your flat iron. And the flat iron that I use, oldie but goodie, it's a Solia. I was going to buy a new one, but I decided to go with the one that I had. And it worked just fine. It has ceramic plates. Like I said, it's a Solia. I don't know exactly which model, but I'll post it because I got it like 5 years ago. But it worked like a charm, let me tell you. I was really surprised. So yeah, that's the flat iron. So those are all the products. Oh, most important one that I forgot. The Hot Tools Tourmaline Tools 2000 Turbo Ionic Dryer. This was amazing. I cannot say how important it is to have a really, really good blow dryer. You need a really good blow dryer because if you don't have a good blowout, you're not going to have a good press. And this one, I found that the comb attachment stayed on really well. My hair is super thick and I cannot have a flimsy comb attachment that falls off every time I put it towards my hair. So it was very sturdy. The nozzle was really concentrated. It got really hot, which is what I needed. So I really love this one. I may do a review on it separate from this just because of how great it is. It has good heat settings. It has a cool shot. Just check this one out. This is what I use, and I got my hair really straight before pressing it. And I'll put pictures up of my blowout as well so you can see that. So those are all the products that I used. And stay tuned if you want to know how I how I did the whole process of washing, blow drying, and straightening my hair. It's not going to be a tutorial, but I'm just going to explain to you how I did it. Alright guys, so this part of the video is talking about how I detangled, washed, blow dried, and straightened my hair. I'm not going to do a tutorial because it's such a messy process and I have so much hair, but I thought that you guys deserve to know how I did it, especially if you like how my hair turned out. So, the first thing I did was I combed out my hair with this detangling comb that you saw in the first part. I started with dry hair and I would spray with my spray bottle. I put a little bit of detangling solution in it, conditioner, and I shook it up in the water. And I would spray the dry section so that it would be wet enough for me to comb through. So I did that over my whole head and put twists in my head to hold it and keep it from reverting back to its curly state. So once I did that, I took out all the twists and I sectioned my hair into 4 sections. So I put quadrants on my head. And I twisted those sections and pinned them up with what I forgot to show in the first part are these clips from Sally's. So, so I had 4 twists in my head. And then when I got in the shower, I took out a twist and would wash 1/4 of my head at a time. So I would wash, I would shampoo really well from root to tip, and then I'd rinse it out really well, and then I'd put conditioner in it. And then I would let that sit for a couple seconds. I would comb it out with the conditioner in it in the shower, 1 section at a time, like I said. And then I'd rinse that out really well, really, really well. You want to make sure that you don't have any product left in your hair because product buildup is going to completely mess up your press. So once you get all the product out, then what I did was I would retwist the sections. Like after I rinsed it out, I would twist it back up. Save that for later. So when I got out of the shower, I still had the 4 twists in my head rolled up and pinned. So once I did that, then, and my cousin helped me a lot because I have so much hair. Some people can do this by themselves. I'm not one of those people. I'm not good at straightening and blow drying my hair myself for it to come out well. So if you have somebody that can help you, there's no shame in asking. Let me tell you, girl. Oh. So, yeah, so I did that, and then what she did was she would take out 1 section at a time and blow dry 1 section at a time. I'm like waving this comb around. So she would take 1 section out and spray a bunch of this on it. Or I shouldn't say a bunch, enough that it was slippery, but not super saturated. So she'd spray the leave-in conditioner on, and then she would put like about 3 pumps of this macadamia foam in there, because it's for heat protectant for the blow dryer. And then she would blow out that section in sections, if that makes sense. She wouldn't just like comb through it, you know. So that's what would happen, and then once my whole head was blown out, and I'll show you pictures like I said, then the straightening could begin. So all we used for straightening was this serum. she didn't put it on every single section whenever she would go through it. Alright, you want to just like take a big section, put like 1 or 2 pumps in your hand, and rub it on that section. Because it's so important that you do not saturate your hair with so much product that it comes out so stiff and it does not move. That's not what we want. So that's what she would do. Really, the straightening is pretty standard. You've all seen straightening tutorials. It wasn't anything special, except for the fact that it came out really well. But let me see what else there that I need to say. I'm gonna cut this part out. Yeah, I just want to talk about, because I've seen so many people with natural hair using water-based heat protectants, and that is a no-no. You don't want to do that, because if you're spraying water, essentially, if it's a water-based heat protectant, if water is the first ingredient, that is not what you want, because you're spraying water on your hair that you've just tried to straighten or press out, and it's just going to keep puffing up and fuzzing up, and you're going to be wondering why it's not straightening. So that little Tresemme bottle, the red and black one, that's a really good example that I see a lot of naturals using whenever they're trying to straighten their hair and blow dry it. But I've used it before, so I know that it's not what you want. What you want is an oil-based heat protectant that's either a spray that's oil-based or a serum or a foam. But if you're going to use a foam, even this one, you shouldn't use if you're putting on a foam and then straightening. Whenever you're straightening it, you need something that's oil-based. Please remember that, because if you keep putting water-based products on your hair while you're trying to straighten it, it's not going to come out the way you need for it to. Alright, bye guys!